Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
Welcome back, guys, to the Basement Monsters Game Day podcast. Halftime of the Thanksgiving kickoff. Lions are down on the Houston Texans, 14-23. Houston, I mean, they're just doing little things on defense that are making things happen. The turnovers have been big. 4 turnovers in total. Detroit has more turnovers than Houston. I believe they got the pick and the 2 fumbles, and Houston has capitalized on that. But you know what? The Lions are still in it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The Lions are still very much in it. Surprisingly, it was the Lions' run game. And we said that it was going to be DeAndre Swift. He's not playing because of a concussion. It was like a game time decision. We were wrapping up our pregame when they had decided to say that he was out for the game. And I mean, it's been Kerryon Johnson and Adrian Peterson, and they were doing the job. And then all of a sudden, they kind of went away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little pass happy, and you know that's pretty much what led to for that interception. And then all of a sudden, it's like, whoa, what the hell? Like Houston just started getting on a roll.
Well, yeah. Then Duke Johnson turned into Jerry Rice all of a sudden.
Right.
You know that's the problem. You know they're like, I mean, that coverage on that Duke Johnson touchdown was just pitiful, man.
Right.
I mean, like that guy should.
I thought it was a receiver. I thought they went back to Will Fuller.
Right.
I saw the 20. I saw the 5 on his jersey when he made the play, and I thought they went back to Will Fuller. And lo and behold, the running back's running 40 yards downfield after a penalty.
Yeah, and after a penalty in the end zone or whatever, you know, it's just like after a touchdown was called back, they go right back to the end zone again. I mean, smart play calling there, but like I said, that corner. I mean, I could play better defense than that corner played on that route, because I mean that was literally the guy had 4 yards off to his left to the sideline. Took 1 step inside, and that cornerback took like 5 steps inside, and then he was just gone down the sideline. And the guy wasn't, within 6-7 yards of him once he caught it. But yeah, I mean, it's the tale of 2 atrocious defenses. I look for there to be more. We thought this game would be a shootout just because of how lackadaisical both these defenses are. We knew this was going to happen. This is what you're going to get. Like I said, Duke Johnson isn't doing anything in the run game, but he's all of a sudden he's Jerry Rice on the receiving game. So yeah, I mean it's wide open right now.
And you know what, you got to think of that interception for a touchdown. That's it was an amazing play by JJ Watt, but it was if he's sitting there reading on it, like it looked predictable. It looked like he knew exactly what was going to happen. He read the play and he sees the opportunity. But other than that, like you said, they did stray away from the run game. They straight away.
100%.
Just keep running that defensive line down. There's no way they can keep up with you in the second half. If you could wear that offensive line down with the running backs that you have, it's over.
Yeah, I mean now they had the first 2 quarters to go ahead and do that. They pulled away from the run. So now you've got to get back to it. And let's say, I mean, who's to say now that the Texans don't go in there and say, hey, maybe we're going to get a run-happy thing, and they switch their defense and they do fill all the lanes and start run blitzing all the time, and they're making Stafford have to beat them. Then that aspect has been taken away from you. That defensive line is not going to be as worn out. Those linebackers aren't going to be as worn out. So now if you're going to do it, you have to do it all third quarter in order to have a break or a little bit of them getting tired on the defensive side of the ball for the Texans. In the fourth quarter, because if they would have kept doing it, they'd have had them. They'd already be wore out.
Well, the penalties have been a problem as well.
Oh, both sides.
But both sides. Here, let me bring up that stat. I had it 1 second. Yeah, both sides have been just. Well, I mean, Houston way more than Detroit, but Detroit's penalties are kind of like right now. You know what I mean? Like this is when you grab the penalty. Houston, 8 penalties, bro. That's. 8 penalties. The one was luckily they went right back to Duke Johnson and they actually got that touchdown back. But what if that holding call negated that touchdown? We're talking about a totally different game.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we pretty much knew that this could go either way. Mm-hmm. It's 2 bad offenses two bad defenses against each other, and both quarterbacks are able to throw the ball down the field. It just at this moment it seems like Deshaun Watson's more in tune with his receivers than Matt Stafford is.
Right, and the only guy that's really been clicking for Matt Stafford has been T.J. Hawkinson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he had that. I think was he the guy on that reception that
That big one,
that double flea flicker?
Yeah, I think so.
It wasn't a double reverse. It was like a flea flicker reverse to another pitch back.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. You know what it was? It's called the Detroit Thanksgiving play.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we call it the turducken.
Right. There you go.
So I mean, and that was for all, you know, that was a good, well designed play. It caught him off guard, but like you said, the defense is trash. I don't know if a better defense falls for that. But T.J. Hawkinson right now, four receptions, 80 yards. Kerryon Johnson, 4 receptions, 52 yards. And look at the receivers, bro. Marvin Jones, 1 for 12. Quintez Cephas, 1 for 16. And nobody else has another reception.
Yeah.
Nobody else has another. They haven't targeted anybody else but them. And Adrian Peterson, even eight rushes for 6 yards. You got to give him some more push. You have
2 touchdowns. I mean, you'll take that. I mean, I'll
take the 2 touchdowns. I'll take the 2 touchdowns, but in the middle of the field, like, don't tell me you're just going to use Adrian Peterson at the goal line. What if you don't get to the fucking goal line?
Right, exactly.
You're going to use him right at the goal line. You need to use him as a battering ram on third down, on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, even. You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 7. You could use him in multiple ways in the middle of the field where you don't have to necessarily make him the feature back.
No, 100%. I mean, like I said, it's another one of those what we were talking about earlier. Keep them both back there, whoever the other back is with AP. Like, keep them guessing. If you got to put them, running back on either side of the quarterback, do what you do, because you know one of them's possibly going to run and one of them's possibly going to go out. And then at that point, when you get them guessing, because they pretty much are thinking AP's not going to be the guy to run out and catch a pass. Let's say he runs it out and then back in right behind the linebacker, catches it, and he's 30 yards down the field. I mean, it's all about setting up the defense.
Let's say you go ahead and you do that 2-back set in there. And now, which one's a blocker? Which one's a passer? Are they both blockers? Is he going to go ahead? Is he going to go ahead? Is he going to go ahead and block and then leak out? Is he going to go ahead and block, leak out, turn right around, and boom? Now you have your defense all the way back playing their guy, playing man or playing zone, but underneath. They have to start hitting underneath on Houston a little bit more. I feel like. In order to get that running game, because I feel like the running game's kind of stagnant right at this point. Go ahead and hit some underneath passes, get some short yardage, and put themselves in good position in those in that 2nd to 3rd down range. I think Detroit's right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was talking to my buddy out here, and that's what I was telling him. It's like, listen, Detroit needs to keep running that ball. I mean, they need to keep running it. The defense is going to suck down. They're going to suck down, put another guy down in the box, maybe even bring 2 guys more down in the box if you're running that well. And then, boom, a play action, bam, you got everybody. But they were kind of doing like a 2-run, 2-pass, 2-run, 2-pass there for a minute. And that was getting kind of predictable. But yeah, I mean, like, if you put both those backs back there and, are they both going out for a ball? Are they both staying in the block? What's going on? You cause that confusion and you may be able to catch a linebacker snoozing, a guy – fakes a block, lets a guy slide off of him, bam, he's right past him. Now you're past the linebackers, and it's nothing but safeties back there. So you're absolutely right. But I think you would want to chip them more. Like, you wouldn't want to just lay him. You'd want to definitely a quick chip or something to get that guy off balance, get that rusher off balance, and then leak out. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Whether I'm not saying lay the guy, but I mean like pick him a little bit, just like maybe throw a shoulder in him real quick and then boom onto your route. But Detroit, I think if Detroit could get back to that run, and the other thing with Detroit is, like, now you're seeing, like I said, Deshaun Watson's throwing the ball all day downfield easily. But now if you're Detroit, you start doing that, you start getting that run together, you're controlling the clock now. You're keeping Deshaun Watson off the field, and that's exactly what they need to do in order to win this game. Well, Deshaun's been running too. Deshaun's 424 yards. Well, so now Deshaun's running free. And you know what? To be honest with you, if he had a halfway decent line, this team should be winning this game by a lot. Because Deshaun has been like he's escaped so many situations where I'm like, wow, 2 guys have him, and he's out. 2 guys have him, and he's out. It's like, what the hell's going on here, man? Like, how can you not block for this dude? Yeah, no, he's but that goes back to kind of what we've been saying over the past couple of weeks. Is like, you know what, on the other teams, we've been saying let so and so beat you. On this one, I'm like, you know what? Let Deshaun beat us. But because if you drop back and you can cover his receivers, I'll gladly let him run for 5-10 yards. That's fine because Duke Johnson's not running for anything. So I want to make Deshaun beat me with his feet, contain him, and then obviously once he does get out, you need to tackle him. But if you can cover everybody and he doesn't have anywhere to throw, he's prone to making mistakes. And we saw one earlier today where he cocked it like 2 or 3 times, like and then bam, he was on his ass. So you give Deshaun that pause where he doesn't have that easy receiver shot and make him make a decision and put that thinking, do I run? Do I stay? Do I run? Do I stay?
Yeah.
You're gonna have luck.
Yeah,
You're gonna have luck.
No, you're right. I don't, and I think you would agree that I don't think it's his reading the defense. I think it's him reading the line, like him reading him sensing that pressure and like, shit, is it now? Do I run? Like, oh shit, like what do I have to do? What do I have to do in order to settle? Be settled, or what is it? What do they have to do to get him settled? And it's find some more offensive linemen.
Yeah, no,
you you can't have him be scatterbrained back there because he's worried about getting popped every single time.
Right. I mean, he's having to read 10 people as opposed to 3.
Right.
Like he's literally reading everybody on the field as opposed to just his receivers because he has to have that. He has to know that there's somebody's coming free. So that's a downfall for him. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, the Texans might get out of here, but like I said, if Detroit gets that run game going again, this game's going to come. I think this game's going to come down to last possession. To tell you the truth.
No, to be honest with you, I was thinking that same thing. I was like, this has a feeling of a game where obviously we know who Houston is. Regardless, maybe they'll prove us wrong, but to this point, I don't trust anything that they do. I could see Houston definitely losing this lead. It's only 11 or not 11 points. It's like what? I don't even remember. 8 points, 8 or 9 points. Yeah, it's a 9-point lead. 9-point lead. They got a 9-point. So even with a 9-point lead, I don't trust Houston to hold that. So I'm expecting a big third quarter from the Lions.
It's actually 9 points there.
Yeah,
it's only 7 or no, you're right, 9.
Yeah, I'm expecting a big third quarter from the Lions, but it all revolves around if you can get that running game going, or the short passing game. You know what I'm saying? Like they hit Kerryon Johnson on the screen that went like 35 yards or something like that. Like they were able to do this. So keep looking for for those plays, those types of scenarios where you could use a screen, where you could hit somebody underneath and just get yardage on. I feel like they're trying to take a big shot all the time in the first couple downs. Why don't you just go focus on getting those short yardage and eating up real estate? Yeah, no,
and the other thing that with this game is it's just like if Detroit could get back and get this game close, like I think Detroit wins it because I feel a little bit better about Prater than I do Fairbairn or whoever the Texans has as a kicker now. Prater's legit. I mean, Prater's legit. He can hit from a long way out. And so, like I said, if Detroit gets close, who knows? Maybe the second half buckles down and there's not another score. Maybe it's just a field goal second half. Who knows? But like I said, I feel a little. If Detroit could get closer, I feel a little bit better with them with Prater in the game on the line than I do with the Texans kicker.
Well, I thought they were going to march Prater out there at the end. I really did. Yeah. I mean, he has the NFL record, 64 yards, but for me, I was just like, man, why not try it? You're indoors. I understand that he's got a big leg. Maybe 4 more yards, 5 more yards. That's nice.
They got the shout out to Miller Lite for the holiday cans.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it looks dope. But I felt like they were going to march Prater out there and try to get him a shot at a long field goal. It didn't happen. I get what Detroit's doing. It's like if he misses, they got him right there with 11 seconds.
Right.
If we try to pass it and they pick it off and they run it back, it didn't. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze for the Lions. So I mean, I understand that. Like I said, I think the Lions are going to do well in the second half. I still see Houston winning it, but now they got me questioning a little bit because just because the Lions, when they're going quick, like you saw at that lad, they could find some success, but they've been just committing. They just haven't been executing everything totally well. And those fumbles, those turnovers, it's the turnovers, bro. You can
it looks like as of right now, the Lions are back to the run game. So, and they just popped off like another 15-yarder. So
yeah, there we go.
That's what they need to do. They need to just keep putting the pressure on that Houston defense. Make those linemen Oh my God, he got out of that. Wow, Adrian Peterson is an animal, bro. Anyway.
All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna get back to watching the game while Luke's watching the second screen there. This has been the Basic Monsters podcast. Right now, Houston is up 23-14 over Detroit, but it seems like Detroit's marching to start the second half. So until the post game, guys, we will see you then. I am Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. This is the Basic Monsters podcast on Sports Zone Chicago.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.